So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually create kind of a quick little vehicle concept using a kind of an interesting workflow that I've been playing around with lately. So it uses the stroke command and it uses this plane command, and we probably throw in a surface command also. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off at 20%, Andrew. That's where my view is, just so you know.
And 20% with you.
Yep. And so I'm going to look at the stroke object, and let me just draw something first, so you know how everyone knows how this works. I'm going to actually look at the properties, and I'm going to rip this off so I can see them here. And what I want is I want end caps on, and I'm going to use this point mode right here, and then I want to turn it to low poly. So that's really kind of what I want. And so let's just use this thumb button.
Set up your mirror.
The mirror should be set up over here in settings. Oh, you're right. Thank you. There's the mirror.
Yeah.
Mirror style. I want the mirror style to be empty. So smart move is XYZ axis, which is what we want. Everything else is good. So, okay. So first I'm going to just I'll hold them up here, and I'm going to just draw, oops. Okay. So that's too fat. Let's just get a little smaller so I can move that controller just a little bit here and just use it right here, right around there. Maybe a little smaller there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then to finish the spline, I use this trigger button right here. So that's there. So I'm going to take, and then I'm going to go over here and just hit one. Oops. Let's move him out a little bit. Okay, and I'll hit one here. This is going to be this is just going to be the one I'm going to use for everything. But also this one is an interesting one because I'm going to do something a little bit different, which you haven't seen yet. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to edit it. And then with it editing, I want to make sure that I put snap all the way is the points to other points. But mostly what I want to do is turn off low poly, right? So I want to create this so that it comes out like so, like that. And maybe I'll put one more point in here. There, I can control it a little better with these four. So I'm going to use this as my starting point. Okay, and then save that, and I'll grab this one, and I'm going to just duplicate him. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can just drag him anywhere. And once I have him selected, of course, I edit him, and I'll just snap him around, right? So I'll put him here. And then I can just continue to add points. Like if I want this to be right here, I might go like here and over to here and up to here. Oops, that didn't work. Let's drag it down, move this over. Okay, and then here to there. Well, we're not getting our points snapped, but you get the idea. So there's that, and I'll hit return on that. I'll grab this other one, move him over here, and let's just edit him.
Now you're showing on snap mode.
Yeah, put it in here. And then I'm going to snap. The snap mode is right here. Point snaps to other points. Right. Correct. So I'm going to grab this, move him up just a little bit, something like that. Okay. And let's go ahead and let's save him. I can just grab him and duplicate him. Edit that. Oops. Edit him. There. Snap him here. Here. Now I'm looking at that. I'm thinking, oops.
Make some kind of custom chair frame.
Yeah, I may want to drop this down a little bit. Maybe down to about here, somewhere like this. And that's part of the process, right? Is that you're just going to want to, kind of continue to edit this thing. Yeah, this needs to come out a little bit. As you look at it, you're going to, yeah, that's good. Okay. And grab this one, click the edit button, and just snap him in there. Okay, and then we've got 2 more to add. So grab this one and drop him. We'll drop him here. And I'll grab this one and we'll drop him here. And we'll grab this one and we'll drop him here. And I'll take this one, edit.
Snap it all to the framework.
Yeah, we're just snapping it all to the framework. Oops, undo. Edit, snap. Now you can use this top button or this button when you're using. When you do this, you don't have a problem with things accidentally. Like if you click here, oops, I accidentally hit that. I don't want that. So if I use this one, I don't have that problem. But I can grab more than one vertex with this one. So if I've got 2 vertices that are really close together, then I'm having a problem because I'm grabbing both, then I can use this button to do that. So that's kind of the way I figured out to use it. At least that's how I do it. So
nice.
Okay, let's do this and edit him. Snap. Okay, so there's our cage. Let's just call that a cage.
Nice.
And so now I'm going to go ahead and put some panels on it. Actually, let's do one more thing here. Let's do a. I'm going to grab that, save this, grab this, and duplicate it. Let's put a window in here. I want to put kind of a window area in here. So I'll take this and, just. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's make it like this.
Very cool.
And then I can go over here and say loop U, and it'll close it up. So, and now I'm gonna just move it around so it's the window's kind of in line with what we're doing. So if you haven't seen my video on obtuse shapes, and this is kind of an obtuse shape, it's probably worth watching. It's talks a little bit about why you use obtuse shape designs. Definitely something that's kind of interesting. And there's also a link to another video that's really good also out there. So notice his feet are too high up. So I'm going to actually I'll just grab the man and move him up a little bit.
Leave somewhere.
Yeah, let's go here. Unlock him. And we'll just, oops. Yeah, he's unlocked. And then I'll just move him up just a tad, something like that.
Nice.
And those feet are cleared. Okay, so we're in good shape. So let's go ahead and save real quick. Save. We'll call this one, what do you want to call this?
I would say
just demo?
Demo cage. Demo cage?
Demo cage, one word. We'll do that. Demo cage. Okay, so we got that. Cool. So now we're ready to start adding some surfaces to this. And I wonder if I want to put a back window. Nah, we don't have time. Okay, so let's go ahead, and to do that, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab this plane right here. And this primitive right here, but I'm going to first turn on subdivision surface, and I'm going to grab this primitive. I'm going to use this one button, and then I'll come over here and I'll just click this trigger button and draw something, just something like that. That's good enough. That's all I need. And I'll drag this, and let's just start with putting him, let's put him on the back. So I'll grab him and of course edit him.
Edit mode.
And then we just snap. And snap. And snap.
Very nice.
And snap. So that adds that. Now, I'll drag this. Notice that when I put this little circle selector on here, I get the edge. I'm going to drag it out like this, and then I'll hit my trigger button, and now I'm adding another.
Extruding it.
Right, I'm extruding it. So I'm going to do that and let go, and then snap that in here, and snap that in here.
Window frame.
Right, to the window frame. Then I'll drag this one and do the same thing.
So you're grabbing the edge,
right? Just just grab the edge and then use the trigger button.
Yep. And then trigger.
And that's a real nice workflow, by the way. It really is.
It is. It's just coming together real smooth.
Yeah, it's really fast. So then I'll grab this one, of course, and we're going to stick one here. And now I need to make sure I want to keep it all quads. So let's grab this. Well, let's grab this. And we're going to try this. So I haven't tried this, but I'll show you how we're going to fix this in a second. Oh, hold on. Boom. There. Grab this.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Gotcha.
And so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they're snapping to the subdivision, the outlines of the subdivision.
Right.
Gotcha.
So,
yep. Okay.
So I'm going to need to add one more. So if you notice, if I just drag this here, I'm going to get this.
Yeah, and then you have no place to go.
Yeah, so I need to put another point right there, which I'll do. And then I'll just grab this, put him here and there. Okay, so save that. We'll grab this. Let's grab
the frame, the curve frame, right?
Yeah, that's kind of hard to grab. So I'll grab that.
Perfect.
Go into edit mode, and let's add one more point. Let's put it here.
Perfect.
Good. And then return. And then we're going to grab this again, edit it. And snap it.
You might have to turn snap off if you.
I think it's all snapped together now. I think it is. So now the problem is, as you can see, we don't have a good smooth surface here. So how do we fix that?
Right.
Well, let's see if this works. So I'm going to go ahead and in here, I'm going to turn on subdivision level for this. And let's move it all the way to the max, something like that. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on my tool belt button. And I'm going to grab this crease button and I'm going to hit this and this. And I'm going to hit, let's hit these. And I'll hit this. That snapped it up. This.
Yeah,
this.
That
this.
unsnapped it, actually.
Oh, did I unsnap something? Yeah.
Undo maybe twice.
Over here you mean?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. And this one, let's turn that off. There we go.
Perfect.
And this one.
Bottom corners. Sweet.
And that one. And then we'll go.
So you're hitting the frame that you're hitting the crease with, right? The frame.
I'm hitting the actual polygon. Yeah, I'm basically using the frame area. So
as a snap point.
Right. So that's really kind of how we get that, right? So I'm gonna
very nice.
Hit return. So actually I can continue this, but I'm gonna put a different plane on the front, I think, because I got this pretty well set up. I don't know. I might be able to.
Looks great. Looks good.
Maybe
it looks really good.
Let's just drag this out and see what happens if I just drag this out like this. Yeah.
You cut his view off unless you're going to put a display for view inside,
Oh, yeah, you're right. We didn't do a window on the front.
Or I was going to say, make that a window in the front there.
Oh, shoot. Hit the wrong button. Oh, undo. Sometimes I do that. Still, okay, let's go back into here and let's just delete that and delete that and delete that. Okay, so yeah, so you're right. So let's leave that open for now. And let's put put a patch down to the bottom here. So we can just drag this and put him in here like this, right? And then drag this one. And we're going to snap him in like that, right? And then I just need to go back into my crease tool. And I'll need to crease this line, that line, and that line.
And then the ones on the bottom here, right here.
Yeah, you know what? But when I creased that didn't really work the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to go back here, turn this off.
Actually, leave it like,
I'm going to turn
doesn't
it.
look right.
Yeah, I think I'll just
Coming off the
delete.
frame.
I think I'll just delete this. Delete. Okay, now I got that. Now I can just go in and let's just
start a new surface or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so should be able to just use my plane again. Grab this, and we'll just stick him up here, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'll edit him.
Snap.
And snap that to that, and that to that.
Yeah, that snap feature is the best thing, man.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And so we'll snap
It
that.
is. It would be impossible without it. You know it.
And let's actually, you know what? Let's turn on sub D on here. Oops, undo. And we'll see that I want to, yeah, I can see that's going to be a bit of a problem. Trying to get him to line up correctly without having another piece in there. That's right. I have another idea. Turn off sub D.
You said snap into the other, to the wireframe, right? Yeah, the sub D frame.
Yeah, so I'm going to take, oh, shoot. I think I killed my mirror on this thing, so let's just drag this. Off and delete it. Off and delete it.
Yep.
And what let's put one down here. I'll just put one at the top and one at the bottom. So let's do that one more time. So here.
You have one right here, right in the back behind you. Or you have a panel made, a couple of them. Yeah.
Where?
Right here. There's one. You got a couple panels. It's no big deal.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Oh.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I don't see the ones that you're seeing, but yeah, I just see this. This is the only one I see. Yeah, this is the one I'm using right here.
Oh, I get this.
Oh, you've got one there. I see you got one too.
Yeah. No. You made that. I didn't make anything today. I'm watching.
Okay. So I did have another one there. So
yeah.
Okay. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna put in a little type piece up the top here, and we're gonna discuss how to make this a
conform.
Yeah. So I think if I move this middle snap position, I'll snap it right to the edge. Do you see what I'm saying? The middle snap position here gives me the edge snap, so I can do that. Right. The other thing I could probably do is I could probably use.
That's really cool. That edge snapped right there.
Yeah.
Now sub D that, and it might.
No, let's try something else. Actually, here I'll show you something else that you can try also. So let's go into this tool. This is the surface tool, right?
Surface tool, yes.
And we'll go ahead and just use the point mode and normal NURBS. Yeah, I'm going to use NURBS. So NURBS is a little more accurate. So let's try that. So if I take this.
So did you select point mode?
Yeah, sorry, thank you.
Okay.
No problem. So let's just draw something. Yeah, two hands. So I don't know. What am I doing here? Yeah, okay, so let's take that and let's edit it.
I got mirrored, that's why.
I know. So what I'll do is I want to take this, snap him to here, this, snap him to here. Actually, I want to turn on the snap mode like this. Snap him to here.
Yeah, the regular snap.
Yeah.
So the regular snap's basically vertices, the middle one is like to edges.
Right, exactly.
And I guess this first one would be probably faces, snapping the faces, right?
Exactly. So let's take this one.
That would be my guess anyway.
And this one, we'll move these in like this. And this one goes to there. Oh, I see what's going on.
You got this big one up here.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, that's the one that's giving you a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
There
you go. I even want to delete that one.
No, you can't. That's the one that controls the What is it? Oh, yeah. Oops. Okay, sorry. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Okay, so there. So now let's turn this back to from snap to this mode here. And let's just see if these will just snap. Yeah, they're going to do nicely right like that.
Man, perfect. Snap into the edges.
Right, exactly. So subdies wasn't going to work, but this is going to work. And I need to, now this doesn't give you a tangent. So notice I'm going to get this crease in the middle, pretty much whatever I do on these. But I can actually bring it down so that it looks tangent, and it's going to be virtually, it's going to work just perfectly, right? As long as
man.
So, I can put that in there like that, and that works. So that's how we can do that. We could do that on the floor too if we want to, but I'm going to just use this as maybe a display area or something. We'll figure something else out. But let's go ahead and move on to to some of the other stuff that we got going here. Let's take this, delete that. Okay, so we got a star right in here. I beg your pardon?
Save this up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and save.
Overwrite
Save. Oops. What do we call it? Demo cage, right?
Demo cage, all one word. Yeah, it should say already exists, just right over.
There it is. Okay, good.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're in pretty good shape here. We're getting a little bit of bleeding here. I can fix that by changing the size of this piping, if I want to. But
just thick it up a little bit.
Right. And let's just go ahead while we're at it. Let's go ahead and add a top surface as well. So I'm going to go back in and we'll grab a
surface.
Yeah, just now I'm going to use the regular primitive. Right. So,
gotcha.
And then there, got one of those, and drag it over here.
Just click that and it appeared. Yeah. Or did you draw it?
Yeah, I click it with one button just because the reason it's this. It's using this one here. So if you use this one, that's what works.
You're just going to edit it anyway.
Right. So it's easier than doing the surface thing. But the surface thing gives me that middle, gives me that line, that NURBS line in the middle there, which was good. So let's grab this and let's hit the edit button, and we're just going to snap to
snap.
Yeah, nodes. Boom, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there we have that. So now. Okay, now let's.
Now, got them encased.
Now we got them encased. So, so the next thing that we can do is there's a couple things. We can do an interior. Well, you know what we'll do? Let's just grab this and let's duplicate him and edit him. And I'm just going to put him. Shoot.
On the bottom a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just drag that here.
Other way, I think they should have went on the outside.
Here. Where's my here? This goes like this, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to this mode here. Slide it down, something like this.
Snapping the edges. Yeah.
Right. I'm missing a vertice. What am I missing here? Here it is. Sometimes it can get kind of confusing, but there
it is.
Okay. So, and are we on? Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Now, I think I can turn this into subdies if I want to, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I mean, I can, you can basically set this. I can take this, right, and edit it, and basically I can say make a subd. But then I get all this weirdness on it. But I might be able to just go in here and just say, once I get that, just go in and.
You doing the knife or the crease?
The crease. So boom.
There you go.
Boom. So oops. Boom. There.
Perfect, man.
And then grab this, move it in just a little bit. Now I get a perfect seam across that middle like we talked about before. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Edit.
That's good.
So we'll convert to sub Ds. Yeah.
And crease it up.
Right. Crease. And
just on the one side, it's
crease.
Yeah,
right. So, and then, yeah, I think that's pretty good actually. So we have this weird little area in the front. In fact, let's take this one and let's just move this up because we're on that surface, right? So I can move it up a little bit. Isn't that cool? I love that. Yeah. Just move it, slide it right up.
You got the
right. And I got, it's sub deed. And I can punch it out just a little bit to give me a little bit of, yeah, that's good. So that's
fantastic.
That's kind of cool, huh? That is a really cool, cool technique. Okay. So then next, let's talk about, let's put a quick little landing cage around here, like some legs or something. You want to do that? Show you how to do the sub D for that. So what I'll do there is I'll just come over here, hit a button, one. Oops. Did I make a cube somewhere? Let's go ahead and grab that again.
See one.
I didn't either. Let's try that again.
Here you have one right here.
Okay. Yeah, I can barely see that. Grab that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. That's good.
There you go. It's all you.
Yeah. So let's take that and put it over here and edit it. Oops. And edit it. And we'll just, one nice thing about Gravity Sketch is that it doesn't have the notion of, inside, backwards facing faces that I can tell at least. Do you know what I'm
saying? When you do the mirror and you bake it, I bought some stuff in the blender.
Yeah.
The faces are flipped. So I
just
actually, if you do the mech bot that I was doing, I did the anything that was going to be mirrored, like say the wheels and the legs. I only did one side, and then when I brought it in the blender, I just used the mirror modifier, and it worked out better because when you mirror it, you bake the mirror in Gravity Sketch. When you bring it in the blender, the faces are all flipped. But I mean, all you have to do is select all,
and flip them,
and just convert everything outside.
Okay, so let me show you what I've got going on here. So I've got this is a subdivision model. I've got a sub D turned off, and I'm going to use full snap, and then I'm going to use this extrude tool. And when I grab the face, I can grab points, I can grab edges, I can grab a face. Grab the face, and then hold that trigger button, and now extrude it. Now notice, every time you extrude, you always get a hole in the bottom. You don't get a filled space, unlike Blender and other programs, I assume.
Right, non-manifold.
Right. So what I want to do is I'm going to create kind of a landing gear thing. So you can see that I've got this mirrored over here. So let's take this. And let's create a new layer here. And let's lock this other one. So now, I can't select any of these. I can only select this one. Oh, actually.
You have to move into it, right?
Yeah. Now, when I'm moving stuff, notice there's a little dot right there in my handle. Do you see the middle and the trigger, the red dot? And notice that this has got a cube sticking out of each one of those layers. It's a little blue transparent cube. I put that little dot in that cube, and now I'm ready to. Now I transferred it. That's how it transfers. So anyway,
now you lock it.
Yeah, now we lock it. And so now we'll grab this, and let's say we'll do some kind of funky landing gear thing. So let's shrink this down. Something like this. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this, but you'll get the idea. So we'll go into here and we'll hit the edit button. And I'm going to grab this. I want to turn it around like this. And then I'll click this loop button right here. And I'll just click on here. And I can move and then hit a button like this. And I can just kind of, drag these out. Let's try that again. We'll go.
And then you hit the index finger to extrude it again.
Yeah, you just hit the index finger.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like this.
So you're holding the middle finger in, and then you're hitting the index to keep extruding.
And then I'll take all these and I'll grab them, and actually I can just grab this because I've got this selected, I can grab this and then hold both trigger buttons and I can shrink it, right? So I'm going to shrink it like this.
Correct.
And then I'll grab it again and I'll hit this and bring it down like so. And then I'll grab it again and I'll make it bigger like this, and maybe something like this. Okay, so that's kind of one, let's grab this, let's move it over here. Something like that. And I'll rotate them out just a tad and edit. Let's just move these, put these little feet out here like this. And one of the nicest things I've found about this workflow is that sub-Ds are always so hard to mess with in 2D space.
Absolutely.
But in here, you can just like zoom right up on them and figure out exactly what's going on, right? So
yeah, you could 360 it, man,
right?
Figure out, yeah.
So I can grab this,
and it's great that the nodes are transparent. You can see right through the object. You see the nodes on the other side.
Yep. So I just sealed that off by just extruding an edge across there.
Right.
Okay, so now I'll come over here. Now I'm going to take...
So you made it manifold. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate it. Right.
Very well.
And I'll put it over here like so. And I'm going to edit this one. And here's what you're talking about is that, if I want to, I can, see all those points inside. So I'm going to grab this out and I'm going to stick it down like this. So I want this to be kind of in here like so. And
you're just moving it, right? You're just
I'm just dragging. Yeah. So I'll drag,
drag and drop, and I got you. Perfect.
So I'll grab these 4 and move them in maybe something like this. So we'll just do something like that.
Very cool.
And then I'm going to just take this guy and move him out just a little bit. Same with this guy. And then, okay, so now I've done that. Now, what I want to do, what's cool, I want to merge these two so I can kind of bridge between them. Do you know what I'm saying? So how do we do that? So right now, if we look at this is one object. Correct. And this is another object. So I can only edit one at a time. So I don't know how to merge them as one sub-D object. For instance, if I go into this, let's edit it. And if I turn on sub-D, which we're eventually going to turn on, right? We're going to turn on sub-D and I'm going to keep editing it. But for now, I'm going to just leave it, now. But what I want to be able to is hook both of these up to sub-D. Do you follow me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go into this button right here. While I'm editing this one, I'll go into my tools. So I've got these tools. I've got this edge cut, smooth. I got this merge button. So now it says, okay, check on the other object you want to merge. That's this one. So I'll reach over here. I'll click on it. Now look, they're both in the same sub-D object.
Yes.
Is that cool?
However, I did not see your tool belt come up.
It wasn't a tool belt. It was this. Did you see this?
It's in that menu. Okay. So it's in the
you're not seeing stuff show up here? It's probably showing up on mine though. It's probably showing up on mine. So it'll show up on my video. So anyway, so now I'm going to go here and I want to add a support structure between. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'm going to basically, using this little tool, the little purple ball, I'm going to add another loop right here. If I halfway click, I can slide it all the way down to where I want it, and then I full click, and that gets me that. So I want to hook this up to this up, right? So I can grab, another way I can do this, I can grab a face and extrude the face, right? So there's one, and then I can grab that face again, extrude another one, 2, But you know what? If I try and hook, let's grab one more face and extrude it like this. Okay, now if I try and hook these up, they're not going to hook up. Okay.
No good.
So why is that? Well, that's because we need a hole here. We need this to be a hole. So I'll select that face and delete it. Come over here, select this face and delete it. And now I always try and hook things up from the farthest away dot to the closest because it makes it easier for me to, there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can move these out. So these are all.
So basically it has to be an open-end face in order to connect to it.
Exactly. I'm going to turn this snap onto here. And so I can take this snap and move it right up onto there.
And going to snap the edge.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's snapping or not. Can't tell if it is or not. But okay, so now I want these to kind of go to the center. Now, remember we talked earlier about, I need an open face. But watch this. When I get to the center, it automatically snaps it, and it creates an open face for you in this case. This is the only case it does that, but it'll do that. Do you follow me?
Yeah, is that because you're hooking the mirror to the mirror?
That's right. That's exactly why it is. So I'm going to go back in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go into loop mode here and grab this loop. Oops. Huh. I'm not getting, well, let's just grab the face then. Undo. 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 Oh, crap. I think I just screwed that up. Yeah, I did. Let's see if I can use the back it up, undo. Huh. Doesn't seem like that's working either.
Yeah. What did you do?
I just moved this thing around.
Yeah, you moved it.
I moved it around, and I want to undo that. Undo. Yeah, but it doesn't let me undo. Okay, let's grab this. And let's go back into edit. And let's just, geez Louise, man, I screwed this thing up. Let's select everything. Maybe this
I would
will work.
actually move it down. Hold on, I would actually take it out of edit and move it down more and get it more in place before you
Yeah,
edit.
yeah, let's try that.
You can put it, you were closer that way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, right around, somewhere like that. You can even go a little bit.
Oh no, look at this. Look, look, it's completely off now. See?
Oh, shit.
So now, here's a good example. So how do we fix that, right? So here's how you fix that. No, so what you do is you do your tool belt and you grab this little, and you may not be able to see this stuff, but you're going to go into here.
I cannot.
Okay, so you'll have to see it on my video, but you go in here and you click on here, keep your left button clicked, and then you click this recenter onto world mirror, and there we have it. Hello.
Good.
How cool is that? But
right. Yeah, now you just need to do your over the top and bring it down on an angle.
No, I can't move it. No. I can't move it now. I have to actually edit it.
If you turn grid on, you can move it.
No, you can't. You can't.
That.
Andrew, I'm telling you, you can't. I've already been down this track before. I can tell you right now, you need this to be perfectly in the mirrored center. You start trying to mess with that and things get really, really, really crazy. I mean, so you just, once you get the mirror, you're just, I accidentally moved. I think I tried to move something with the loop tool turned on and it did something bizarre. So let's just grab,
Very well.
I can grab all these right here and just move those like so. See, because we're still
snapping up.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm trying to figure out how to get. Oops. What I do there? No idea. But
back to where you were. You just undo.
That's right. I'll just take these two, move them up. Dang, move them up. These two, move them up. Something like so.
These take them and move them down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's just easier just to go in and just manually adjust all this stuff. Let's see. I think that this go there. Undo. Let's grab that face, move it like
There you
that.
go.
That's better.
Perfect. Now the front legs need to come down now onto the frame.
Oh, there.
This
Yeah,
area,
I see what you're
this
saying.
area
Right,
here.
right,
You need to
right,
drag
right,
all that
right.
down. Yeah. Just gotta get on the frame.
Yeah, like this is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think, as I recall,
better.
let's just drag all these. I think all these came out like this, more like that. That's, I think, what happened. Something like so. Yeah. And then
you're going to snap that one to the front here.
Yeah, something like this. Whoa. Yes, you're talking about this right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm going to go grab the loop again. Let's grab that loop. Move him around to this. Grab this loop, and he goes like that.
Yeah, looks better.
No, because that whole loop that's what I did last time. That's where the problem was. So let's turn that loop thing off. That loop thing, it turns out you got to be careful when you grab that loop. It might, it's moving more than just what you think it might be moving is what I'm trying to say. So let's just go ahead and move this over here like so. Okay. And move this up. So now, before we turn on sub D, we want to basically get this cage to be kind of lined up as nicely as we think it should be. So let's take this. He snaps into
Doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. Let's move this off. And snap him to that. And that. Is that where that works? Yeah, that is the way that works. So this needs to come out a little bit. I think I'm snapping the wrong. Yeah, see, this needs to snap to there. Is that right? Yeah.
Looks right.
I think this needs.
You might need to do to the.
I think this needs to go into here, and this needs to go into, and that needs to go there. Is that more like what we want? I think that is more like what we want. Let's take this. So this little button on the joystick, if you keep toggling, this is the multi-toggle. It'll grab everything. That's just the edge. So if I drag this, I just drag. Oops, it's supposed to be the edge. That's the edge. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to use that to drag the edges. So I can just go in and just move these around. There. Sometimes it's just makes sense that the edges are just the ones that you want to move because they're easier to actually work with.
No, it's 3D too, so it's perfect.
Yeah. So. Okay. So I think we're getting pretty close to what we want here.
Okay.
And, let's just, let me take and grab a big selection here. And I'm going to take this and just move it a little bit out to the edge to kind of give us a little more of a base. And this is interesting. I've got a split going on here, but then it goes across that. Do you see what I'm saying? So the top is correct, but the bottom has two of these things going on across here. So somehow that got kind of kind of wigged out.
Trippy.
Yeah, wigged out a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, so I think I need to just, in order to fix that.
You fixed half of it just now. When you, whatever you did, got half
Well,
of
but
that
I've got, so I've got,
grease out of there.
yeah, I've got this line goes to there. I think that I've got on the top, I got two lines here. There. That's what the issue was. Okay. The same thing with this one over here. There we go. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now this is one of the interesting things about gravity fetch is that this is something that is really hard to do, in 3D. I mean, it's just, I'm going to turn off snapping because I don't want snapping. I'm meaning on a 2D computer, it's just really hard to do, right? So I've got this one. I'm going to move him just a little bit over and then him. So now if I look at this, I'm starting to get what I want, I think. Yeah, it turns out using the edge tool is really the ticket right here. Okay, so I think we're about ready to go. Just as I walk through it, I can certainly hit the subdivision on and see what I got, but that's not what I want, right? That's a little too gross, if that makes sense to you. So
I mean, it looking like a little bit of
yeah.
kind of cool.
So what I'll do now is
turn the degree of sub down.
Yeah, it's not going to do very good. So what I'll do now is let's just go back in and let's save our file.
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay. And because now I'm going to actually destroy this a little bit. So the way I'm going to do that is I'll select it, edit it, and let's go into the loop mode. So remember I talked about just grabbing something and moving it down. Well, I'm going to put one right here. And I'm going to put one right here. Now watch when I sub D this. See, it makes it tighter around that area. Do you follow me?
Right.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to extrude it. Just a tiny little bit. Very tiny bit. And I'll do the same over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now I'll hit sub D on. You see now that's flattened out quite nicely around there. Do you follow me? So I'm going to so what I'll do, I'm going to hit, I'm going to turn off sub D and I'm going to go and I'm going to just add some of these control loops that I know that I want. Like I want that one there. I want one here. I'm going to actually want to go ahead and add one here and here and here. Undo. Let's do that again. Here. And let's do one on this side here. Let's put one here, there, and one here.
Wow, look at that.
And notice that it's filling them out all around, right? So I'll go, I know I want one here.
It's all
I want one here. I want one here. I want one here. I want one here. So I'm just tightening things up here, here, here.
I'm doing half clicks and then full click.
No, I can just do it. I'm just doing full clicks. I'm not even doing half clicks. I'm just doing full click now. Just here. And I think I got that one already done.
A lot of poly.
Undo. I already have that one done. And so this one, I want to move these around just a little bit. There we go. If you do this while you're in sub D mode, these vertices tend to get confused, and they will get confused. Like you can see, this is what's going on here.
I would turn sub D off.
Yeah. So right there, you saw where they got overlapped on there. See if there's any others that are overlapped. No. So that looks pretty good. So put one here and one here. And let's see, I want to add one right in here. And I want to add one up in here. And let's see if that didn't screw anything up on that side. Okay, now check this out. I'm going to hit the sub D button. Ta-da. And this. Look how nice that turned out.
Now hit both your left and on your left hand, hit both buttons and do a little spin.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking nice. Looks very nice, dude. Very nice.
Yeah, I've got that little pole in here, that little sub-deep pole right in this area right here. That I'll have to figure out. I might smooth that out in.
I see it. I see it underneath. Yeah.
You know, if I look at that, well, I'm not going to edit it right now because. Okay, so I look at this. I say, okay, now what? Now what to do? It's a little bland, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some parting lines to it. So have we done that before? Have we talked about adding parting lines?
No, not you and I.
Okay, let's take a look at that. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab this tool. Stroke. And I'm going to go in and make sure that I'm on end caps and sphere, and everything looks pretty point good. Mode. Yeah, I just need it smaller. Yeah, I'm in point mode with round caps. Is that the thick of my? Yeah, it's about the thickness of a parting line. So let's zoom in here. Oops, there. And so first thing I'll do is I'll click on this, and I'm going to go all the way to black, and I'll click again, and I'm going to go flat material. So I've got a black flat material, and then I'm going to make it. I'll use my little controller to make it, you know, a little smaller. And so, you know, I can actually probably do projection mode too. I didn't even think about that. Let's try that. No, I know I did try that. That's hard as heck to work. So I'll just go in here, and I'm going to basically stick it on the halfway through. So if I'm going to put a parting line in, let's look at where I want. Okay, let's do one here. I could, yeah, let's just do one. Actually, I can actually do a cube to cut through that, which might even be faster. Let's, let me see, where do I want to put one that will be real easy to look at and see fast? Okay, let's just cut. We'll just cut off right in here. So, okay, so I'm going to stick one right here, and I'll move it over to here, and notice that bumps out. I'm actually kind of hiding that that problem.
I get what
problem
you're
area
doing,
that we're having.
yeah, that little bump. Yeah, no big deal, man. Call that smoke and mirrors.
Right. Okay, so that's a parting line, right? And if I want to, I can, you know, now that I'm in edit mode, I can just
adjust it.
I can adjust it. Yeah. Might want to take this guy and move him something like so, and then add another one to here. Oops. Yeah, if I go perfectly straight, it looks like something's going on. Let's pull this out a little bit. Okay. Okay, so that's a parting line. So let's do, that's how we can create a parting line. Now let's do a parting surface, like a cutting surface, right? So the way I'll do that is I'll come in here, and I'll choose my plane again.
Primitive.
But except I think this time I'm going to use a box.
Okay.
And let's use this central line thing and just hit a button, and there's our box. Ooh, it's big, but it's all right. Let's edit it. Let's just try and shrink it down. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to try another. that I used to be able to just click. I thought I could just click. Oh, I see. I click and I do kind of a onesie thing. Got it. Okay, so now I'm going to get the thickness that I want my parting line to be. Maybe something like that. Why didn't it undo? Let's try one more. Let's do it out here. Oh, I know why. It's the central line issue. I don't want the central line with the mirror. I've never used it with mirror before. Let's go ahead and drag this one hand thing. Let's try that. Okay, so now I just want a thin, like a thin area. That's good. Take this, and we're going to move him like so. And he's going to be our parting line. Let's see. So I'll take him and I'll edit him. And let's go ahead, and in this case, we're going to turn on subdivision levels, okay, to high. And then I'll just add, I'm going to add some cuts that I know that we're going to need. This one and this one. Oops, undo. Did I already do that? Yeah, no, I'm good. So now I'll take this and I'm going to shrink it really thin, small. You know, kind of like that. Then edit it. Grab a bunch of these boxes and then move these over like so. And just have them so they stick out just a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that works. Maybe that doesn't work. What do you think? Not really doing a very good job.
A little more out of the front.
Yeah.
You might have to move it from the other side a little bit too.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, it's just. It seems like they're. Oh, I know. I can probably select the loops to adjust it later. I'm just looking at going, how do I select the. So let's just move this over like that. You're right, though. If it just. And then this out to here. Yeah, so you want to kind of get it so that it's. Wow, that's a lot of work. It might have been easier just to draw these now I think about it. Although I think I still have to do the same kind of thing. I still got to adjust them. But in drawing, I can adjust the actual curvature. So, you know, what I was going to say is I can just go in here and select this loop right here and go to my edge mode and undo. And I can zoom way up on here. And let's add that loop and then drag this loop. And move it. So as I move this, you can see that it's rounding out this corner right here, right? So
correct. See that.
And move this one. And move this one. You know, I don't know. I think I'm gonna punt on this. I think that was maybe a mistake. So yeah, we might want to cut. We can cut that out, or we can leave it in just to show that we make mistakes. Okay, let's do it this way. We'll use the point with the end caps. We're just going to, you know, there's this kind of a neat feature, this draw on surface, which you can, you know, kind of do this kind of thing. But the problem is as you can see that it's a project. Yeah, it's just it's really hard to get right. I mean, you know,
it's kind of just floating on
it. Yeah, maybe I can. Well, see, I'm just trying to.
It's on there.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to get it straight. But maybe, oops. Maybe if I select it and edit it, and then hit this simplify button, simplify. So that might be the way to go, right? So you can simplify that and move it around like this.
Yes.
And then just hit this button here to add another one and move it out. Or instead of that, you just say, make it full poly. That might do the same thing. Yeah, probably does. And then do this. So the way I was thinking of doing it before was, you know, just basically starting like this and then coming over here and just adding a button, you know, adding. you know, adding, I don't know, adding.
And then you're just going to adjust the nodes.
Yeah, and then just adjust the nodes. So let's go here, and let's go here, and undo that last one. And let's just hit this loop U.
Close it up.
Yeah, and add one more there. And then I can just start, just adjusting these till I get to what I want. It's kind of a lengthy, that's kind of a lengthy process. But one of the interesting things about this process is that once you get it and it works for you, then you have the ability to, let's delete that one. Then you have the ability to use this as a Boolean tool inside of Blender, right? So Blender can cut this parting line for you. So it looks good out here, but so you can see, not so good, right? Move that in a little bit more, but it looks good out here, and you can use it as a parting line kind of tool out here. Boy, that shadow's really hitting it hard.
Turn them off.
Nah, I like the shadows. The shadows, they work for me. I just need to hit it a little bit closer to the surface. That's all. So basically, I just got one in the middle, and then basically 3 in the corners. 1, 2, 3. Like we talked about that before. So okay, so let's enough of that. We've got just showing how you can create some parting lines on here if you need to. Let's talk about creating a chair or a seat using the volume tool. Really is what I'm going to talk about. So let's go in to my let's save what we got, and let's go in and create a new layer, and let's lock this old one. So now I can't select anything. Good. Okay, and you see that parting line kind of works, right? If from a distance you can kind of see that. That's working. So
it's definitely working.
Okay, so the next thing is we're going to go in and let's turn off some of this stuff. Let's get a little there. So what I want to do is I want to talk about the volume tool. So let's pretend I'm going to use the volume tool to create some pads here. Yeah. Let's go into our volume tool right here. And so there's there's point mode, which is what I use, and there's low poly and reduce poly count. And I think that if you do reduce poly count and we start clicking, what we get, let's change the color of this. Select it color button, and we'll use one of our previous colors, sketch material. There it is. So what we get is we get this kind of a polygon kind of, faceted look. And faceted can work for some things. So, and if I go in to edit this thing, you can see I've got these 4 points. And remember, I laid the first 4 down, and then I clicked on them, and then I clicked the trigger button to get that. And so this is a kind of a confusing tool to use. If I go into low poly, if I turn on high poly, I get this really kind of bizarre, kind of weird, creasy shape. You can kind of see how that works. It's not quite what you might expect, right? So, and you can't like select and, you can select and sharpen things, or, smoothen them, right? So that's sharpening it to a point. So I can, pushing up on the joystick sharpens them. So that gives me that ability, right? And so that means this doesn't do much for me, right? Actually, I might be able to get a little bit of softer area. Anyway, there's a lot of different ways to mess with it, but the easiest way I've found to work with this thing is to just, basically go into our settings, and I like to use this in a normal poly count with this round stroke. Now I'll probably figure out some other ways, but for now, that kind of works best for me. And I'll adjust my little drawing stroke. So like, for instance, I might want to put like some kind of padding kind of thing on here. So I'll go here and then here, and then I'll go, I'll do that same kind of 2 dots in each corner.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit the, and so I've basically been able to create kind of a little pad there, right? So, and I can adjust it.
In and out.
Yeah. And I can edit it and add another one if I want on the top to kind of give us I can come in here and just add some more points, to sharpen it up a little bit. And these points, you can lift up on. I'm not sure I quite understand the whole rhyme or reason of this thing, but if you kind of play with it, it works nicely, and you can lay down some stuff pretty darn fast with it. So
yeah, it's almost like sculpting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I can create something. So if I was going to create a seat for this guy, I would probably just come in here and click here, and then here, maybe another one here, maybe something out to here, and out here, so I can get this little ridge kind of going on here, and maybe cross it back to here. Okay, so you see that we have that. Now we have, we want to probably figure out what to do here. So I'll move this here.
And go past his ankles or his calves.
Yeah. Let's just do that. And let's grab it and let's hit the edit button. So, and we just, we can just, at this point, we can turn on snapping. If I want to get that center snap, although I have found that center snapping, actually let's turn off snapping. Center snap doesn't really work that great for this, because when they snap, you get these weird shapes. So I'll basically kind of play with this, maybe stick this one inside a little bit, come over here, grab one of these and move it around so I can get it, oops, there. So I'm just,
I get it.
You get the idea, and then go back over here, same kind of thing. Yeah, just, I keep moving it, I'm having to go across the center here.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah, and then maybe move this out and move this out, move this up, So anyway, that's kind of that's a seat, right? And then I can do the same thing for the backrest, right? Just hit return, come in here and go, start over here. I'm basically starting by creating a plane, and then I kind of come up and create the spine, like maybe here and here. Yeah, something like that. Edit. Something like that. So that gives me a kind of an interesting backrest. I can just kind of wrap it around a little bit if I want to. And then, do the same for the cockpit and all that. So the last thing I'll show you is, let's do one more thing. Let's turn on the, let's see, I think it's this one here. Nope, it's this one. Okay, so this is a kind of a cool technique, and we talked about this before, I know, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this right here. Whoops. I just want to grab that. Okay, that. And I'm going to edit it. And so now that I've got this tubing, I might just say, let's give me a different kind of cross section. I can take this one and I can go, I can make it smaller or bigger. And I can move to the sides also. So the sides give me a different kind of a look for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can come in here.
I see it sticking out.
Right. And then I can come in here and let's just do my thing where I add 2 points on each side here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so and you can see that actually let's undo that last one. It looks kind of crappy. So what I have to do in order to fix this, I'm going to have to turn off low poly mode. Now it looks better, and now I can actually use it to kind of, adjust what I want. But then notice it's twisted in some places. So to fix that, we just hold up our controller and we press, on the joystick to the right. And now we have the ability to just rotate these faces the way we want them. In this case, we're going to rotate them in.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I can do that, and then I just click back out. And like this one, I can see I was crimping up a little bit in there, but I've got this one right here. I missed that one there. But so that's kind of cool. And then I can move this around it in any direction I want to get kind of, what I want out of it. I can change it to this kind of a diamond shape, which is another kind of a neat little,
That's cool.
A neat surface,
Like
a neat surface treatment as well. Right. Exactly. So that's kind of neat. And then the other thing you can do is you basically I can take an object like this, and duplicate it. Right. So now I've got this duplicated, and I'm going to move it right back into the same spot, which I wish there's a way to, I guess if you put it in the same spot, you'll never be able to edit it. But once I've got that done, I can grab this one and I can edit it, and I can, go back into this mode, and so I can change how this is going to look. So I'm adding more detail to that, to this round thing right here. So that's kind of a cool thing too. Let's see, let's move it maybe out a little bit more. So
you just put it in edit mode and then you changed it to
this little
controller.
Right. So that's kind of neat. Right. So and I can also use the star one as well if I want to do that. But I think you get the idea that it's kind of a neat little trick to add some extra detail, and it actually works pretty good. And then I'll hit return.
Snapping these on the out because it's only up. Yeah, there you go. I guess you're bringing it out. That's where you need the grid, man.
Yeah. Well, you're right. You're right. So you're right. Let's do that. I'm gonna grab this. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'm gonna grab it, and then I'm gonna hold the I want this set like this, and then grab it and duplicate it, right? So now I know that I'm in the exact right spot for this. Then I can take this and edit it, and let's just do what we were doing here. Let's just put it right about like that. Okay. And then return, and then grab it again.
Go to your grid mode. Hold on, go to your grid.
No, I'm just using I don't need the grid. I'm just using the vertical constraint there, and it snaps right in place, and that works perfect. See, the trick is how
I do see it. Very good, sir.
And let's just extend it out just a little more, like that. So anyway, it's a nice way of adding a little extra detail to whatever it is that you want to do. And you can change, you can also go into these guys and change them as well, right? So, oops.
Oh, yeah, you mean the original.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, we just change him as a square.
As a square.
And change him in a different way, maybe a diamond. You get the idea.
That's nice.
So yeah,
that's nice. That's nice.
So I like the square a little more, but
deselect that.
Yeah, see?
That's dope. Yeah, it looks nice. Kind of nice.
So
non-beveled edge.
So if I was going to finish this, I would go in and add more treatments in here. I would add more parting lines. I'd add some more of these pads along the surface, in this area. Maybe make a step up. Maybe. That's one thing I can show you how to do, which I think you might get a kick out of, and that is, let's create a step, right? So, or a step kind of reveal treatment here. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to click 1, 2, 3, 4, and return and edit it and delete that. And we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, and then we'll move this up. I'm just making a little tiny kind of a grid, treatment thing here. Okay, so now with that done, I may want to just rotate it. So if I'm going to rotate it, there's a couple ways to do it. Easiest way might be just let's just hit return. Let's take it and let's put our cursors together like this. Can you see that they're together?
Yeah.
And it should be, I'm waiting for a blue line to show up. I don't see a blue line, do you? Okay, that's not going to work. So let's do it this way. Let's grab it. Let's just use our tool belt. Grab our thing, select it, tab it, and rotate. So I'm going to rotate it that way in the tool belt. Okay. Close the tool belt. Take our object and move it like this. Okay, and so now I can select it, and this is cool. Once I get my alignment working, let's see, like that, I just click on my side button. Jeez, here we go. Click on the side button. Yeah, I didn't get it. Click on the side button, drag on the X, and then hit the duplicate button, and then watch. See, 2, 3, 4. Right. So I've got 4 of those things in there, and then I just take these up and set them the way I want them. Like that. See, so I've got this kind of a little step up area that I know how that's going to work. So that's kind of a neat thing, showing how to do that array treatment. Kind of interesting. I probably put a parting line up in here to kind of square those off so it looks a little better, but you get the idea. Okay, Andrew, let's call it a day. Let me save what we got here.
Very well, sir.
And yep, save sketch.
Very good demo.
There. Yep, it is a good demo. So, okay, man. And
pick it up later, bro.
Yep. Talk to you later. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.